The cutoff race for the round of 8 is here, and the twists and turns of the Charlotte Motor Speedway Roval is the deciding factor for 4 Drivers' Championship hopes. We welcome you to the Boner Cup Series Bank of America Roval 400, and as you can see, we have weather over the track, but that won't stop us from going racing here today. Drivers on the bubble, David Reagan and Eric Jones, look to stay in the fight, while Elliott Sadler, Reed Sorensen, Todd Gilliland, and David Stremme are on the outside looking in. The Roval is a track that has seen some unrivaled drama and moves that make or break championship runs in a split second. Okay. My question to my colleagues Sanok and Sanford for today's race: what chances do our chase drivers around or below the cut line have of surviving after today?
Well, as you said, weather's gonna play a factor here today, but I think one driver who's ready for anything you throw at him is Brian Vickers, winner at Watkins Glen in both seasons of the Boner Cup Series. He's not one of the road course specialists, but he does know his way around the right turns, so maybe he can do some magic here today at the Charlotte Roval.
One driver that we've said is below the cut line was the winner here back when we raced the Oval. Todd Gilliland sits in 11th place in the chase. He's won at a road course before, back in the Truck Series at Circuit of the Americas. But this is a whole different game. Not only are we on the Roval, but it's also raining, as we've said. This is a race where anything can happen, and I think for someone like Todd Gilliland, he's at an advantage with the chaos.
Elliott Sadler, previous road course winner all the way back in November with round 3 at Sonoma, having a little bit of a postseason fall-off, currently sitting outside of the chase, trying to get his way back in. Clearly has the talent to win on road courses, but hoping for something good today to hopefully get him back in the hunt. And now, we send it to the Blue Chew Droner for the starting grid. Known road course ringer Shane Van Gisbergen is going to start front row from the pole, right next to Carson Hocevar in the number 77. Behind them, Elliott Sadler and Ty Gibbs. And Casey Atwood in 5th, bringing Ram back to NASCAR, as well as Eric Almirola starting next to him. Austin Dillon, not known road course winner, or anything really, starting in position 7, with Eric Jones next to him. And starting back in 9th, known Roval winner AJ Allmendinger will start next to surprise top 10 starter Scott Wimmer.
A well-known road course ringer Michael McDowell starts behind them, winner at the Indy Road Course, and next to him, Casey Mears. Behind that, the Tasmanian Devil Marcus Ambrose, next to Sam Hornick Jr. for Penske. Behind that, 2 chasers, Brian Vickers, winner at Watkins Glen, next to Reed Sorensen, both looking to get themselves into the next round, hopefully. Behind that, short track merchant Ryan Brees, next to Todd Gilliland, also hoping to get himself into the next round.
And as we look outside the top 20, we have 2 chase contenders. Daniel Suarez, who is 3rd in the point standings right now, and Trevor Bayne, who is 6th. And behind them, the man that finished 2nd to Shane Van Gisbergen in his first NASCAR Cup Series start, Justin Haley. To his outside, the 2022 NASCAR Truck Series champion Zane Smith in his 3rd start for the team. Next up, it's another Front Row Motorsports car, this time the number 35 of Cole Witt. And to his outside, Noah Gregson and the Legacy Motor Club number 42. Behind them for Rick Ware Racing, it is Corey LaJoy in the Super.com number 51. And then we have Ty Dillon in the Ferris Mowers number 13 for Germain Racing. And as we round out the top 30, we have a story on Matt DiBenedetto, who starts on the inside. He will be getting out of the car when the first caution flies, and replacing him, we've been told, is Joey Hand. And to his outside, 12th in the chase standings right now, looking for a good day, David Stremme in the number 40.
Chaser David Reagan starting awfully close to the back for somebody 7th in points, kind of on the cut line, right next to Danica Patrick, with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and John Hunter Nemechek starting behind them. Harrison Burton starting behind fellow Ford with Travis Popple next to him. Landon Castle in the Earth Meta cryptocurrency 00 car starting next to former Formula One driver Scott Speed. Cody Ware in the Costa Oil number 55 starting next to his father's driver Josh Balicki.
Next up, Johnny Slaughter in the RCR number 30, one of our Sheets freaks, next to Gray Galding for BK Racing. Behind that, Regan Smith in the Wawa number 95 for Levine Family Racing, next to road course ringer Catherine Legg.
And to round out your field, he is a winner at Road America, making another part-time start as he's done throughout the season. Brendan Gaughan in the Beard Motorsports, number 62.
And now, let's send it over to the command.
Who are you? You're nothing.
And here to go to command to start engines at the Charlotte Roval, it's lead singer for Limp Bizkit, Fred Durst.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fred Durst telling you Bona Cup Series drivers, start your engines!
Alright, fantastic command as always from the Boner Cup Series people. We saw the weather forecast before the race, and looks like the rain will be clearing up as we go along, so they'll definitely play on to some strategy.
Well, the track is still wet entering turn one, and that is going to be the litmus test for a lot of these drivers. I have a feeling we might not see everybody make it through. Surfaces being slippery. It's definitely going to be a start that you do not want to miss.
Yeah, well, I know one driver who's probably pretty good at making turn one on wet courses. Shane Van Gisbergen, our pole sitter.
He's got Carson Hocevar to contend with as we come through the restart zone. And
Yeah.
through the chicane, it's going to be
Very
green
slow. We're
flag
on their way.
at the Roval.
That car's already trying to slip. Shane Van Gisbergen already clear of Carson Hocevar. Actually, maybe not.
Not yet. Hocevar goes wide though.
Trying to
Can't
stick
keep the
around the
speed.
outside. No, Shane Van Gisbergen will lead. But Carson Hocevar still on his rear bumper. So I wouldn't say it's over just yet. Behind that
His
Ty
drivers
Gibbs also
behind
got a
him to
decent
stay.
start. Yeah, I mean we are
Drivers
going all around the course.
We are too wide through multiple points in the back part
Yeah,
of the
Eric
field.
Amarola and Elliott Sadler are championship
Finally gonna get it
contenders,
sorted out.
I guess.
Don't want to wreck early. That would be a absolute worst case
Almost
scenario.
pushing to 19 is Eric Amarola.
Trying some bump drafting through the turns.
I mean, sure, that works out for you, I guess. Casey Atwood also has a bumper full of Eric Jones, who tried to make a move on him.
Eric Jones still racing to keep his championship hopes alive. As we said in the pre-race, 8th in points. He's going to look to get a better exit out of that backstretch chicane, which he does. Austin Dillon follows him.
Yeah,
And look out behind them, because AJ Allmendinger is in some clean air right now. He's going to be fighting to get his way from 9th, where he is now, to the lead.
Yeah. See Michael McDowell, Marcus Ambrose racing together. Almost 3 wide are these 3. Casey Mears, Scott Wimmer, and Reed Sorensen. Michael McDowell over the curve.
Contact.
Ooh,
Forces Marcus Ambrose wide. They both lose a spot.
Casey
Casey
Mears
Mears makes the
jumped
same
off the
mistake.
track.
Yeah, that was some action.
A little bit treacherous through those tight corners with all those curves.
Yeah, but you see the sun is trying to peek out from the clouds, so this rain should be stopping at some point.
But really, you want to take advantage of this weather, because not everybody can drive in the rain. Not everybody has driven in the rain in one of these stock cars. So
We see
as the track dries up,
the
you
47.
really want to make the most of that.
And Brian Priest in 19th already. I think he started 25th, I want to say.
Surprising progress for the Oval Merchant.
Yeah, the short oval merchant, that is. Justin Haley also in here. Ed Corey LaJoy, David Stremme, Olit. See Matt Benedetto. We did say he's getting out of that car at some point. Don't know if he'll be under caution or under green. I guess it depends how long he can last. Through to the chicane. And,
See the amount of traffic that there is just ahead of everybody. Look at Ty Dillon, got to the rear of Cole Witt, but he is battling Harrison Burton now.
are slip and sliding out of that corner. See, one car pitting,
Someone
Marcus
is in the
Ambrose,
pits. I think
Casey
that's
Mears.
yeah, that's definitely the
A little
9.
bit of
That's
dig-
No, I wonder why
wouldn't
that
be a
is.
surprise.
Yep, we're gonna skip the pit stop though, thanks to Blue Chew. Ty Gibbs got ahead of Carson Elsevar, missed that. Going through the field.
Ty Gibbs, we know his versatility on road courses, on tracks in general. Gibbs always someone to look at. But Shane van Gisbergen so far using that experience from really his starts in NASCAR and outside, of course, the very storied career in Australia in the supercars. He's seen everything there, and he's come to try his hand at NASCAR, which he has been doing incredibly well. It's a lead of just under 3 seconds. This is a huge gap to have so early in the race.
He hasn't had the best of luck in the Boner Cup Series. He has been up front at just about every road course, but got him taken out due to some issue at pretty much all of them.
But that's not stopped him from having a bad season. He is 5th in the chase standings right now, and if he keeps going as he is, even if he loses a couple of positions, he's going to be safely through into the round of 8.
Yeah, maybe having some experience on intermediates. Not as much as some of these other drivers, but he's been able to hold his own. See Elliott Sadler trying to maybe grab a spot from Ty Gibbs.
And look at Eric Almirola back there, having already passed who he started next to, Austin Dillon, slowly but surely climbing his way back up the order.
Yeah, you definitely need to go slowly here on these conditions.
Someone who's kind of stagnated. You can see him 8th place on the ticker. It's saying a gap of 11 seconds to the leader, just under 2 seconds between him and Eric Jones. It certainly looks like it. AJ Allmendinger, probably the most experienced driver in these conditions, considering he won at the Roval in basically hurricane conditions. But right now he's not able to get up and challenge for 7th place here.
And the Hurricane currently settling in 2nd. Actually, a massive gap to Ty Gibbs and to Shane van Gisbergen. He's kind of on his own. We're coming to this chicane. Every driver will...
Side by side, just behind them. I think that's Reed Sorensen and somebody else.
Michael McDowell.
Michael McDowell, 2 yellow cars. Sorensen fighting for a championship. McDowell lost his opportunity in, I believe, the round of 16.
Yup. Behind that, Casey Atwood and Brian Vickers. Yep, Trevor Bain also trying to make his way up to the front. Gotta go all the way back here. David Reagan.
He's keeping it together so far. I think it's an achievement just to finish this race as Ty Dillon goes through the grass through that chicane.
Very wide behind that.
We do have 3 wide, yep.
Wow, that's a risky move. Especially going to turn.
Oh, they bump!
Conditions.
But they keep out of the wall.
They're still bumping. Cole Wood's gonna get the both of them. What a move.
Coming out on the better end of that very risky move.
Yep.
But I think he set up Zane Smith, his teammate, fairly well.
I think Zane has just about a bumper on Ty Dillon. Not going to be cleared yet. In fact, he's going to lose on the straightaway. Here's the rest of the people.
Ty Dillon trying to go around the outside. He does! Looking like Lewis Hamilton in his prime out here.
That's what we need to do on a wet course. We need to find the drier line, the one with the most grip. See Scott Speed trying to make his way up.
I just want to note, we didn't really say it in the pre-race. I'll let you go, sorry about that.
And obviously, on a rainy track, the driest line with the most grip is obviously not always going to be on the inside, especially on some of these bank corners. Honestly, it might be better to be running the outside where the rain falls off the track as opposed to down on the inside where it can start to pull up.
Side by side now through Oval Turn 3, Ricky Stenhouse with a massive launch on Scott Speed.
Just Greg Galding.
Did want to bring up John Hunter Nemechek, who did not qualify for the race last week. He's making a start for his father's team, Nemco.
Yes, we do.
And the car right behind him, Cody Ware, another person who drove in that 2020 Xfinity Series race at the Roval. Cody Ware finished 7th that day.
Yeah, Cody Ware did a pretty good job. Yeah, don't know why Casey Atwood's in the pits.
Could be alternating strategy. Maybe the track still looks wet, but maybe a dry line is forming.
Steven Gisbergen still leads. There's Ty Gibbs on.
Look, here comes Eric Almirola. The room on entry, but look at the exit. Fairly even. Almirola will sweep on by in the move for second.
Yep. More chicane troubles.
In the meantime, look who moved to 7th. AJ Allmendinger. I'm going to keep talking about him today. Odds-on favorite to win.
We've got drivers making some risky moves going.
Ooh! Slipping through that chicane. Definitely
ran a little bit too far onto the curbs. Not good in these conditions.
Yeah.
The cars ahead of him, though, Elliott Sadler and Ty Gibbs, they are battling pretty closely, which is going to slow them down.
Yep, and that opens the door for Eric Almirola to get a decent gap to them. Settle into second.
He's not lost. He's not gained a lot of time on Carson Osavar. Ty Gibbs catching that 77 now. Could be looking at a three-way battle for third.
Wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I want to say all three of these guys are good on road courses. Maybe Carson Osavar has the least his accolades to talk about.
Definitely not. A little bit less of a career on road courses, especially compared to the other two drivers. Ty Gibbs and Elliott Sadler, especially in the lower series, having gone on multiple tears on some of the road courses.
Yeah. Hopefully something that has happened. So Ty Gibbs will get the both of them, pretty much.
Just having a look at Ty Gibbs, his career on road courses in the Xfinity Series.
On that, actually, caution is out.
Caution's out.
Scott Wimmer in the pits. I don't know if he's the reason for it or if he just making a spit stop, but gonna put a bit of a pause to this race.
Could possibly see Matt DiBenedetto getting out of the car.
I think he's definitely gonna be happy about that. That's a quick commercial.
Great race, bud.
You're the man, Denny. Should we hit the town and celebrate?
We could. Or we could...
Denny Hamlin!
Now this is how you celebrate.
You really know me, Denny. Like Progressive knows their 37 million customers.
Or like a best friend.
Exactly.
Say ah.
Ah. Nom 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 nom.
If your car could talk, it would tell you to get Progressive.
Is that hot cocoa in there?
You know it.
Slurp.
The NR2003 Boner Cup Series is brought to you by Bank of America. What would you like the power to? Visit bankofamerica.com today. Well, the Boner Cup Series rolls on here for the Bank of America Roval 400. We were on hold for a lightning delay, and in that process, we lost Casey Atwood for some technical troubles, and Joey Hand has jumped inside the number 32 in place of Matt DiBenedetto. It's important to note that we have had the weather clear up. The track is still wet in places, but a dry line is forming. And it's looking pretty good here, as we will be coming to the green very shortly. Just making our way through the backstretch chicane onto oval turn 3. So, what do we think is going to happen with this restart?
It's definitely going to be exciting.
Look at him.
Michael McDowell decided not to pit for some reason, so he's on old tires, everyone else on freshies. I guess we'll see if he can hold his own here.
Maybe he's looking to
Sometimes
see a
it
little
sticks,
bit of
sometimes it doesn't.
Single file starts
Seeing
because
it,
it's still wet,
especially.
somewhat.
Yeah, and it's going to be transitioning in between a little bit of a wet track back into a dry track, or
As
maybe a
to
little
the
bit
actual
closer to
restart
dry.
zone, here we go. We're green very slowly once again. Car's already slipping and sliding.
Yeah, that's Carson Hocevar, who's had a bit of a gap. As Michael McDowell holds on for at least one corner. We've got Ty Dillon coming out of the pits. He's
Sure.
going to be a lap down.
And
And look at Shane Van Gisbergen now on the inside.
not wasting any time on the fresh tires. He's
Yep,
gonna
through
just,
turns 3 and
Almirola.
4.
Also,
Michael
trying to
McDowell's
make
gonna
his
be
move
pretty
quick.
much demolished by that. I was on the outside into the paint, not where you want to be. Eric Almirola also tries to go by. Actually, he does hold his own against the 43, I guess. I don't know. Shane Van Gisbergen is a different animal entirely.
Elliott Sadler, the 19, being held up by Michael McDowell now. Almirola's going to slide on by into second. Look at AJ Allmendinger here going to the bottom of Ty
Ooh,
Gibbs.
Sadler.
Oh!
I don't think they wanted to do
Catches
that.
the rear bumper. McDowell merges back up into Sadler.
They somewhat save it, I guess. 3
Three
wide
wide.
behind that. Contact all through the corner, but they all make it in one piece.
Somehow.
Very dangerous, very risky moves here. And Michael McDowell comes off the best of all of them.
Yeah, still in
Used
third.
his car as a roadblock.
Oh, he's actually gonna pit.
Oh, into the pits now.
Okay. Well,
Those
Elliott Sadler's
tires
in
not
third
gonna
now.
work out for him.
Oh, Elliott Sadler slips and slides over the curb.
So does
Why don't you
Hocevar,
stop
even
doing
worse,
those curves?
actually.
We
Look
did
at
just
this
have
absolute
side by side.
gaggle
I
of
want to
cars.
say that was Jones and Hornish. Yeah, they're continuing it now.
Yeah, Hornish a pretty good
Through
road course
turn
racer,
2.
so he's doing pretty good for himself. 2 wide through the corner.
Brian Vickers looking for a spot, as is Daniel Suarez. He got his first win at Sonoma. Very different conditions to what we're in today.
Yeah, that was dry and sunny. This is anything but. And Vickers
Ty
also
Gibbs
trying
looking
to
very
win.
racy on Austin Dillon, but we are still focused on this battle.
Here's
Now
Ty
we're
Gibbs.
not. Ty Gibbs to the rear bumper. Side by side now, Daniel Suarez and Brian Vickers.
Yeah, and then these two are just gone from everyone else. So
Entirely different postal codes.
yeah, it might be a different state at this point. At least how they're slowly but surely through the chicane. Still comes out ahead.
Got a little bit of curb on the entry. Did not look too good.
Yeah, maybe could open the
Sadler
door
is
for
gonna wanna
Hocevar. Here's Sorensen.
Try and make his car as big as possible to
Here's
block these.
Allmendinger.
Allmendinger. Looks like Carson Hocevar blocked. Who would that be?
Yeah, I mean,
It's
That's
Reed
Reed
Sorensen,
Sorensen,
the
yeah.
41.
then AJ just decides, you know what, I'm just going to drive by both of you.
Well, I mean, I was saying earlier, he knows this track and he knows it in the wet. He's got the confidence to make things work.
Stat line to back it up, too.
Absolutely. Winner here. 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. In Cup 2023.
Yeah, a bit outdone by Shane Van Gisbergen in recent years, but I mean, not any detraction from AJ Allmendinger. I mean, you know SVG is one hell of a road racer, so. The caution
Oh,
is
caution!
out. The
Those are the wheel and caution lights.
lap car is just in front of Shane Van Gisbergen.
Gonna save, actually. Ty Dillon from
Cody
the lap
Ware.
Oh, that's hard. Ooh, looks like hard damage. Hard damage.
Yeah, but Shane Van Gisbergen will try to go on Cole Witt.
Many people want to do that. Shane Van Gisbergen, a very lucky man here at the Charlotte Roval.
That's through
He's
oval
going to take
3
it
and
to
4.
the yellow.
Yeah, through the chicane. I mean, uncontested, pretty much. So, let's go look at a replay to see what happened. Alright, so, what to digest here? See David Reagan and Harrison Burton, 4 teammates. Definitely not very friendly, though, as Harrison Burton actually turns David Reagan. There's David Stremme, there's Ricky Stenhouse, Cody Ware gets involved, but then it's not over yet, as David Reagan's still getting hit in the background, and then... yeah. Somehow Scott Speed and Regan Siv actually do not get the worst of it.
Cody Ware stuck on the tire barriers.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be some, gonna have to fix that wall.
We're gonna get an onboard from Travis Bopple. Got a pretty good view of that incident. You can see Catherine Legg get up the inside of him. You can see smoke already forming. He stayed behind at the curve, however, was able to avoid this wreck with David Reagan. Just got a little bit of the wall, watches Cody Ware get wrecked. And we're going to tell you how you can stay ahead of the curve with GetSomebody.com.
Men, get ahead of your curve. Explore Peyronie's disease treatments at GetSomebody4PD.com.
Hey, Coach Gibbs.
Hey, Brandon.
You've won a lot of championships over the years. What's one thing you'll never forget?
Those ice water baths poured on me after those games. That was awful.
So what brings you into Menards besides the great prices and services?
A new water heater.
You've come to the right place. Menards has the best selection of Richmond water heaters.
Let's just leave the coaching to me. What are you buying?
A water cooler to celebrate our next big win.
Oh, no.
Save big money at Menards.
Alright, welcome back to the NR2003 Boner Cup Series here from the Charlotte Roval. As barrier repairs have cleaned up, still have the sky. However, the track is still a little bit moist, so still doing single file restarts. I guess if there is another caution, maybe we go to double file, but I guess we'll have to see. However, it's still Shane Van Gisbergen leading. Still Elliott Sadler second. Still Eric Almirola in third.
Elliott Sadler is going to go for the dive of a lifetime. Remember, coming into this race, he is out of the chase. If he wins today, his season is saved. He has another chance at getting it, as the pace car will take the hard left into pit road. We're going to go through the chicane and through the Geico restart as the cars speed up and then slow back down. But either way, green flag is out once again.
SVG is going to actually be fine, actually, because Sadler's not close enough to do anything.
Sadler did not
Actually
get the
taps
right
the wall
launch.
a little bit, but he's fine. Eric Almirola just behind that. AJ Allmendinger, Michael McDowell, Carson Elsevar, Ty Gibbs, a lot of road course racers.
McDowell slid it into the corner, and that's what opened the door for Carson Hocevar now, but Hocevar does not have the speed to keep himself in the fight. He's going to go for a lunge. Is he there?
You
No.
definitely don't want to be lunged by Carson Hocevar. I think that's for certain.
Not exactly known for making those work without somebody getting hurt.
Yep, but this time not going to be anyone. Sadler's still sort of close to Shane Van Gisbergen. Maybe could pull a move or something.
Sadler is
not
going to
gonna
need to be at the
happen
point where he
here.
will be hit his marks. You do not want to make any mistakes, any risky moves that will slow you down. As tough as it is to say, it's the worst thing in the world. to just see a car in front of you all the time that you can't do anything about. But he needs to drive sensible. He has the years of experience to where he knows that. And there's cars behind him that were too wide.
SGG slides. Not going to be enough of a trouble for him, but that will get Elliott Sadler a little bit closer.
It's going to give him the momentum and take the momentum away from Shane Van Gisbergen.
Yeah,
Can Sadler capitalize?
We know what he's good at, and it's tough conditions like these.
And look at the dogfight for 5th or 6th, that is. AJ's going to lose out. Ty Gibbs will get ahead. Hocevar is going to run into the paint. Not where you want to be on a track that's still drying up. Like an ice rink.
Austin Dillon.
They're still going at it. AJ on the outside will enter the oval. Turn 1 very high. Not the best place to be for speed or for entering the chicane on the back stretch. Will he look to move? He's in the wall.
Just a little bit. Not the worst thing ever. Thought I saw Sadler side by side, but now it's settled. Austin Dillon's gonna get a spot on
Austin
AJ.
Dillon.
Here comes Eric
Jones will look to follow.
Well, not too far behind Reed Sorensen as well.
Sorensen, another driver below that cut line to move into the next round. This finish, I think he might be able to save his season here.
Yeah, I mean, Reed Sorensen, he's not the worst at the road courses, but he's definitely not the best.
Never been the shining star, really.
Through turn 2, gonna have a peak on the inside, gets a whole lot of curb. But it's not slowed him down.
Yeah, but I mean, don't look now, but Sam Hunter Sr. just behind him, that's another road course specialist.
Yeah, Hornish will catch if these two keep fighting.
Bit further back than you would normally maybe expect him to be.
Maybe oval cam shows a lot of the field.
Showed a couple drivers going too wide, trying to battle for
Sorensen almost trying to put the bumper to AJ. I think he did get a shot in, but not enough to unsettle that 16.
Yeah, just no exit when you're diving in that deep.
Yeah, but he might get the exit here.
Now, yeah, AJ running the middle, I don't know why. Look at the speed that Reed Sorensen has carried. AJ gonna go late on the brakes, slide through the chicane. And AJ is ahead, but he's not clear.
Goes Sorensen again. He's gonna have to go wide, still leaving him a gap. Some very respectful racing from AJ Allmendinger. I guess he is locked in, so...
This is racing here. This is what you want to see. Fantastic stuff from two veterans of this sport.
Ooh. A car getting turned, but they keep going. That was Danica Patrick.
Well, it's not been the
AJ
season
Allmendinger
for
right on
Patrick.
Reed Sorensen's bumper still.
Oh,
Yeah, but Hornish is there as well. This is about to be a hornet's nest if those two can catch back up to the 41.
Oh, here comes Hornish.
Yep, on the inside, it's that's been the spot for overtaking. Just the exit's so much better. Rockets past the 16.
And actually, pretty much every car is running the middle now. I guess that is the drier line, as AJ's gonna pit. So that means Noah Gregson
How about
into the
Noah
top
Gregson?
10. Well,
I've talked a lot about the 2020 Xfinity race that was in similar wet conditions. Gregson did finish second in that race. given. It is JRM equipment. They have pretty historically been the best cars on track in NASCAR's second division, but Gregson making it work, taking the lessons he learned from then and applying it to now.
Oh, he's just ahead of Trevor Bayne, one of our chasers. In front of him, or behind him rather, Ryan Preece, also having a pretty solid run. Did finish top 10 at another wet race, that being COTA in 2021.
Just surprising to see a guy normally good on short ovals, not really coming from a road course career either. Almost entirely short ovals and modifieds and stuff, doing so well on a track like this.
Yes, Ryan Preece is all over the back bumper of the 6 of Trevor Bayne. Almost pushing him through the corner. As Trevor Bayne's going to pit. Actually, so will everyone else. So that's tired of that pit cycle. So Ryan Preece will stay out.
Late in the race.
Yeah, we'll grab a lap lead. Well, not yet, but
Looking for it.
yeah, and just behind him, John Hunter Nemechek. And Casey Mears, Gray Galding, Marcus Ambrose. There's the cars coming out of the pits. Sadler and Shane Van Gisbergen. Now, we didn't bring this up, but NASCAR has said the track is dry enough to put on slicks, so that is an option for every car. I would imagine most people have chosen to do that.
Not really seeing a reason not to. It's only going to get drier from here.
Yeah, but all these cars have stayed out. I mean, maybe some of them did actually put the slick tires on. We haven't looked at them. We know Ryan Preece hasn't pit yet. Neither has John Hunter Nemechek. Cars behind them might have. Actually, I think Casey Mears hasn't either, but Ryan Preece stays out another lap. So does John Hunter. And here comes Casey Mears. And Marcus Ambrose will follow suit. Gray Galding stays on the track as well.
But this battle is continuing. Neither of these guys are going to pit. Elliott Sadler is there, but he can't keep it.
Knows why.
All about exit through the chicane, and he's not really got it.
Yeah, look at the gap Shane Van Gisbergen pulled in one corner. It goes to show his talents from New Zealand definitely carry over to here.
It's hard to think that if he can win this, this would be his first Bona road course win.
Kind of shocking, really.
Not the first boner pole, at least. He did get the pole at Portland, I want to say.
There's 2 race wins, of course, round 1, Daytona.
And mileage at
later on,
Pocono. Yep. But this could be the first time SVG wins on just raw talent. If you know he has, go up to the front of the field. Ryan Preece will pit. John Hunter Nemechek, I think he thought about it, but he will come in as well. Gray Galding just behind them will pit as well. So that should give the lead to SVG once again.
And Van Gisbergen again, open air. Nothing ahead, nothing really behind. I think Elliott Sadler is going to be mostly out of fighting range unless something major happens in the field or to Shane Van Gisbergen. We do have wheel-to-wheel McDowell, Allmendinger. Allmendinger on the outside, McDowell on the inside. They get close to the wall through turn 2.
The last spot in the top 5.
Yeah, that will change when come over to the start line again. Ryan Priest did lead the lap still.
McDowell gets ahead, so does Ty Gibbs. Is AJ Allmendinger that 16 okay? Because he is not keeping speed.
Maybe that car's still
We
set
saw
up
an
for
FCP earlier.
wet weather, just not driving as good on the dry. There should be another pit stop, so I guess they will try to change the handling on that thing if possible. Here, Carson Hocevar, Gaggle Cars, Austin Dillon, Trevor Bayne, Eric Jones. How about Corey LaJoy in the Ric Flair 51? Nearly into the top 10.
Not exactly a guy you expect to be this far up at a road course.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you think of Corey LaJoy, you think of super speedways, not only here. These two go over the curbs. John Hunter Nemechek, Reed Sorensen. Go side by side. I think John Hunter might get the better of them, sadly. Actually, I guess I lied. They're still side by side. Finally ahead. Let's go through the field. Brian Vickers, not having as much speed as you'd think he would. Like we said, he won at Watkins Glen. He's actually won both seasons at Watkins Glen. Maybe something for the shorter road courses. Daniel Suarez also not having a fantastic day. Leader's Todd Gillen, definitely not what he needs if he wants to stay in this chase. See Joey Hamden, the 32. Not doing too bad of a job. And at David Reagan as well. Oh, and Joey Hand pits actually. So is Suarez. Otis McDowell. So, Shane McGinsbergen, clean track all around. Not a lot of laps to go.
Six. As you're about to say, not many. This is 8 laps to go. We'll call it that. Shane Van Gisbergen, the gap 5.1 seconds to Elliott Sadler. Sadler, who himself has 2 seconds on Eric Almirola.
Yep, and here he comes.
But Shane Van Gisbergen's going to pit. Will Elliott Sadler do the same?
Actually,
yes, he
I
does.
Think just about everyone will. There's Ty Gibbs, Carson Kosovar, Austin Dillon, Trevor Bayne. So this definitely should be the final pit stop cycle for pretty much the whole field. Even Ryan
And
Priest
the whole
in.
field is coming. I don't think there's anybody who's staying. No, we have someone. Just caught them.
Could be lap cars. No, actually, Ricky Stenhouse
Ricky
Jr.
Stenhouse.
But he looks like the
Stenhouse.
only one.
Yeah, that's another car that was out in the round of 16.
I mean, Stenhouse
Doing
not
more for
known
pride now.
for road course prowess, so I guess trying to throw a bit of a curveball and seeing if it sticks, which I don't think it will. PC Mears
Doesn't really have any stakes. May as well throw something out there.
I mean, just behind that, Johnny Sauter also trying to fight with Shane Van Gisbergen. He hasn't hit yet either. actually manages to stay ahead of Shane Van Gisbergen. That's surprising.
I am interested in seeing the race off of pit road if Shane Van Gisbergen is still ahead. You'd have to imagine so. We're still having a look at the Stenhouse here, who now moves to the bottom of the pit.
Casey Mears will stay out another lap, so will Johnny Sauter.
Bold move, Casey Mears. Kind of been nowhere. Johnny Sauter definitely been nowhere. So they're going to try and boost some of their stats.
So that's lap led for the 25.
Why not? It's a point.
Actually, correction. Johnny Sauter is a lap car. I guess that makes sense.
And there is the 88. The car that, it's fair to say, unless something terrible happens, will be, or will have the best chance of winning this race.
Yeah, I mean, you never know, but it does have the fastest car, as you can imagine. But what does Casey Mears have to say about that? Does Casey Mears have anything he can maybe throw a bit of a spanner into the works?
Well, Van Gisbergen's got to get past Johnny Sauter first of all.
Yeah,
kind of hard to tell if he's been making up any time.
I want to say it is the first car a lap down, so if there is a caution, he would be the free pass. I guess he does want to stay there.
Fair play to him. Sauter, I mean, it's always important to have some strategy. I don't think many people go into race weekends and think, especially on a road course, that Richard Childress would have a winning edge, although Austin Dillon, of course, your winner at Darlington. It's always a good move to have someone just try something and see if it sticks.
Yeah, and I mean, when you think of RCR at a road course, you think of Paul Menard. Couldn't be here this week due to other obligations, so I don't know. Maybe they give the
Van
27
Gisbergen hit the wall, I think.
I mean, I'm not gonna do too much for him, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe they give the 27 to Johnny Sauter or something, and he found something. I doubt it. Oh, SVG in the wall again.
He's cut that gap down by about half a second since last lap, but who knows if he's going to be able to keep it up at this pace.
Shane Van Gisbergen has hit the wall and still gone faster. That's if you want to know something about driving talent.
Oh, there goes Johnny
Sauter
Sauter.
will pit and get out of his way. So this is going to be a battle for the lead.
Yeah, Casey Mears doesn't look like he wants to pit. Not anytime soon.
Take a look at the ticker, 1.9 seconds. He's lost just over half a second in one lap. Now we have 4 to go.
Behind that. No,
maybe with a bit of luck.
Third, somehow.
At that rate, he's going to catch him, but who knows if he's going to be able to pass him. Whole different thing, especially on these road courses.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Casey Mears doesn't try to pull a bit of a block or something on the 88.
Thought I saw another lapped car. Yeah, there is, but I don't think they're going to be close enough to impact.
Brennan Castle.
As we just saw the gap. That's got to be a second, if not less now. That's maybe 2 car lengths, and it's only going to shorten. As Shane will have a peek on the inside through the chicane. He's not close enough to make a move yet.
On its back bumper for just a little bit, going into the corner.
Casey Mears will get another lap led.
And we'll see how much that cut the gap down by.
I mean, he's here.
Yeah, I was going to say, are you sure? But yeah, Mears will lead that lap. We are 3 to go now.
With 3 tenths between the two.
Maybe a little
bit
bit
what,
less
1.5 seconds in that one lap?
I believe so. about 1.
I guess that's what old tires
he's
does.
there. He's there.
Oh, Casemir tried to block it.
He
He's gonna turn himself
he
around.
turns him.
Oh!
He turns him.
Shane
Oh.
Van Gisbergen was not having any of it.
Insult to injury. Casey
Just
Mears,
told
I
him
think
to
he knew he was going to get
the
past.
hell out of the way.
Yeah,
That's
it's not gonna look favorable on SVG, but
Gonna
Not
ruffle
exactly
some
sportsmanlike.
feathers through the paddock.
just behind that, Elliott Sadler, almost wall riding in the 19. But he is by Noah Gregson for 3rd. You see behind that, Eric Almirola, AJ Allmendinger.
Where is Casey Mears in relation to Noah Gregson in 3rd? He's still got a bunch of time.
Looks like
Yep,
he's not
but
going to come out too damaged
SVG will
by
lead.
it.
Actually, Casey Mears will pit.
Oh, he's going to pit.
And that's
Awfully
the end
late
of
in the
his
race
race.
for that.
I don't
So
know if
Elliott
that's for damage or
Sadler-
maybe something
It's-
else.
Sadler must have
Eric
gotten past
Almirola.
Noah Gregson. He has.
I think Noah Gregson has pit as well. Actually, yeah, I see him coming down the pit road.
But we still got racing here. 2 to go. Almirola, Allmendinger, side by side. Gibbs and McDowell. These guys have been racing all day.
Yeah, 2 more cars. That's Carson Hocevar. And Osora, as I said, he was nowhere. Here he is, knocking on the top 10. It's 9th.
What a
Sure.
race this has been, and we've still got 2 to go here. 1.5 maybe now.
Yeah, but the
Stayed
racing's
pretty
still
clean after
not
that
over.
first flurry of cautions.
AJ in the wall again. Here comes Ty Gibbs.
lot of drivers
Not
getting
gonna
that
get
wall.
there. Because his
gotta
drivers
wonder
pushing
maybe
to
this
get
might-
everything they can. But we go up to the front. Shane Van
Whoa.
Gisbergen will take the white flag here at the Roval. Unless something catastrophic happens, I don't think that will change much. Here comes Sadler just behind him. 8 seconds is the gap.
Sitting pretty cushy in 2nd, as still a little bit of a battle for 3rd.
Eric Almirola, Ty
Ty Gibbs
Gibbs
on the bumper of the 16. Eric Almirola seems to just be walking away with it. He's going to be happy with 3rd after the race that we've had today. But is he going to keep it? AJ's still there. AJ Allmendinger locked in to the next round, lest we forget.
Yeah, Eric Almirola looking pretty, not really comfortable, but
Manageable.
Oh, slide for the 16.
wide for the 43 as well.
That's going to put
Yeah.
a little bit of a gap between the rest of them.
This has been a big battle, and on the last lap as well. But in a second, we're going to have to look and see what that 88's doing. 16 in the wall. There's Elliott Sadler.
It's gonna do much. Here comes Shane Van
Through the
Gisbergen through the
chicane.
final chicane. Will lock himself into the round of 8. Just behind that, Elliott Sadler will
Stellar
advance to the
drive
next
from
round.
both of these men.
Yeah, and then just behind that, Eric Almirola, then AJ Allmendinger, Ty Gibbs, and Michael McDowell. And then a
Absolutely
gaggle
well
for the
deserved.
final spots on the top 10. It's going to be Suarez, Bain, and Austin Dillon.
Very well deserved top 10 for all of these drivers. What a race we've just had.
Yeah, definitely something you don't see every day. But, I mean, if you're Shane Van Gisbergen, maybe you do see yourself leading every single day.
Oh, nice. It's over.
That it is. You'd have some points to calculate. So, why don't we send it over to a commercial?
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. To avoid going in circles, make note of recognizable landmarks, like that.
What's wrong with going in circles?
Different circles, Ross.
Okay.
Head for the mountains.
Alright, welcome back to the NR2003 Boner Cup Series. After some exciting action at the Charlotte Roval, it's going to be Shane Van Gisbergen finally picking a road course win up. And also, locking himself into the round of 8. So, maybe that's the start of a championship push for the 88 crew. But, on the point standings on your screen, AJ Allmendinger, highest in points. He was already locked in from last week. Shane Van Gisbergen with his 3rd win of the season. Then Eric Almirola, Daniel Suarez, Trevor Vane, and Eric Jones.
And as we looked at the 2 drivers that have made it into the round of 8, Elliott Sadler, your regular season points leader for many races, just manages to slip on through to this next round in 7th. Behind him, 9 points behind, is David Reagan for RFK Racing, the number 60. And the drivers that we say goodbye to by just 1 point, Brian Vickers does not make it to the round of 8. Behind him, 10 points back, is Reed Sorensen. And in 11th and 12th, Todd Gilliland and David Stremme are the other 2 cars eliminated in the round of 12. Very unfortunate losses for them.
Well, definitely a bit unexpected eliminations, at least for one of them. But next week, another reset, and what a reset it is, as we're going to Talladega Superspeedway to open the round of 8. There's only 4 races remain in the chase.
Talladega, the biggest racetrack on our schedule, also tends to be the most chaotic, so we really have no idea what can happen then, but you are just going to have to stay tuned.
Well, that will be the end of tonight's coverage, and good night.